Welcome to Tribe Sports Daily. The Lady Indians finished third on Friday as Oak Hill won the girls' Grant 4 track title this year. Carly Fonz dominated the Grant County sprints. She set a record or tied a school record in the 100 meter at 12.6 and the 400 meter at 1 minute and 2 seconds, while also taking on a victory in the 200 meter. Boys track and field finished third at Friday's Grant 4 meet with 41 points behind Eastbrook, who was your winner, and Oak Hill. Mississinewa girls tennis Saturday's Homestead Invitational title was captured by the Lady Indians and Coach Fleming in a tough 8-team field. Mississinewa beat number 21 Homestead by 1 point and Lafayette Harrison by only 3 to claim the championship. Haley Rowley won the number 1 singles championship, and Tyra Stanley won the number 2 singles title. Heidi Rowley was runner-up at number 2 singles. Abigail Tignor and Maggie Herring won the consolation bracket, playing at the number 2 doubles line. The Lady Indians host Alexandria on Tuesday at 5 p.m. That could determine the conference championship. Mississinewa High School cross-country Brennan Butchie was recognized by the Indy Star Sports Awards as a nominee for cross-country boys runner of the year this past weekend. Mississinewa High School boys golf on Saturday. Mississinewa finished third at the Taylor Invitational with a team total of 372. Bryce Ludke shot a team low of 88, followed by Brayton Berryhill at 89. Mississinewa High School baseball, the Indians lost 11-2 to the Oak Hill Golden Eagles in the title game of the 2018 Grant 4 on Saturday. Cade Campbell, Cade McCoy, and Andrew Cruz were 1 for 3 at the plate. Cade McCoy hit a home run with 2 RBIs. Hunter Smalley and Seth Maddox split the duties on the mound. Smalley took the loss at 4 2/3 innings, pitched with 7 hits and 2 walks. Mississinewa defeated Madison Grant in the morning session 8-5 after a 6-run second inning. Tyler Jacob was 3 for 4. Easton Burton added 3 RBIs, and Jalen Martin hit a home run. Owen Felver earned the win with 11 strikeouts after 6 innings pitched. Maddox also pitched in this win. Mississinewa softball. Mississinewa lost in the championship game of the Grant 4 on Saturday to Madison Grant 6-1. Sierra Vasquez pitched the title game, allowing 6 hits and 5 walks with a strikeout. Shelby Goble went 2 for 4, and Darcy Patton was 1 for 3 with a home run. Earlier in the day, the Lady Indians defeated Eastbrook 15-7. Jenna Berryhill earned that win, allowing 2 runs while striking out 5. Lexi Cruzen stood out at the plate in game 1, going 2 for 4 with 2 doubles and 3 RBIs. Schedule updates. The varsity softball doubleheader at Fort Wayne Snyder will be played on Saturday, May 5th at 9 a.m. Also, the Lady Indians varsity/JV game at Elwood will start at 5 p.m. instead of 5:30 this Thursday, May 3rd. Tomorrow's baseball and softball action against Frankton will start at 5:30 p.m. here at Mississinewa High School. The JV baseball game with Madison Grant will be played on Wednesday, May 2nd instead of May 9th and start at 5 p.m. Tonight, JV baseball will host Oak Hill at 5 p.m. RJB golf tees off at Arbor Trace to take on Eastbrook at 5 p.m. And RJB soccer hosts Eastern at Mississinewa High School, kicking off at 6 p.m. The Cleveland Cavaliers defeated the Pacers yesterday 105-101 to clinch the series and move on to face Toronto. Victor Oladipo scored 30 points on 10 of 21 shooting to lead Indiana. LeBron James scored 45 points for the Cavs. To the NHL, Washington defeated Pittsburgh 4-1 yesterday to tie the series 1-1. Nashville took Winnipeg to double overtime before pulling out the win 5-4 and evening the series at 1 game each. Tonight, Boston is at Tampa Bay, and San Jose will host Las Vegas in the late game. To MLB, the Baltimore Orioles defeated the Detroit Tigers 5-3. Seattle defeats Cleveland 10-4. Pittsburgh beat St. Louis 5-0. The Reds beat the Twins 8-2. The Royals over the White Sox 5-4. And the Cubs shut out the Brewers 2-0. Brian Gay won the 2018 Zurich Classic on Sunday at the TPC Louisiana of New Orleans. With the Players' Championship just around the corner, next week we'll feature the Wells Fargo Championship at Quali Hollow in Charlotte. NASCAR Joey Logano parked the Ford this weekend, taking the Talladega Cup Series win at at the Talladega Superspeedway. Kevin Harvick was the pole winner. Kyle Busch still sits atop of the points leaderboard, but Sunday's win moves Logano only 30 points behind. Gas City Speedway, San Jose, California's Thomas Meseraull picked up the win in Friday night's Gas City Speedway non-wing sprint car division. Gas City Speedway is back in action this Friday with the Midwest Sprint Car Series making their first appearance of the season. The United States Auto Club was back in action this past weekend at Bloomington Speedway with USAC Amsoil National Sprint Cars for 2 nights. Night 1 was at Bloomington Speedway, and the winningest driver in USAC Sprint Car competition continued to build on the most wins. Dave Darwin picked up the win Friday evening on the fine red clay of Bloomington Speedway, making that 60 career national sprint car victories and 700 career starts. Last year's national champion Chris Wyndham was second, and 16-year-old Logan Seavey rounded out the podium with a third-place finish. Saturday evening took the Amsoil National Sprint Cars to Hobsot, Indiana's Tri-State Speedway. Kevin Thomas Jr. slid by C.J. Leary with 3 laps to go to capture the A-main event. Leary was second, and Logan Seavey finished third. And finally, to end out a busy weekend in motorsports, the USAC Silver Crown Series tackled the second most popular track in the state, the Terre Haute Action Track, for the Sumar Classic. On lap 78 of 100, Kokomo, Indiana's Shane Cottle swapped the lead 4 times in a matter of a lap and a half with Justin Grant before Cottle darted to the lead on lap 82. Both Justin Grant and Cody Swanson slipped by Cottle on lap 84. Cottle went for a 2-for-1 slider, slipping by Justin Grant, but making contact with Cody Swanson, sending them both in a series of 360-degree spins. Cottle's night would end, but Swanson would continue, but would have to pit and restart 18th. That would leave Justin Grant to capture the Sumar Classic victory. That's it for Tribe Sports Daily. Good luck to JV Baseball as they compete with Oak Hill tonight. Good luck to RJB Golf as they battle Eastbrook, and good luck to RJB Soccer as they host Eastern. And we'll be back to recap all of that in tomorrow's edition of Tribe Sports Daily.